Griffiths Arena is only a couple of years old, but they'll talk about this game for a long, long time. St. Louis winning in 2 overtime, 68-62 to advance to the semifinals of the College Basketball Invitational. Welcome back to St. Louis. Kenny Rice, Wayne Chapman. Well, there was something for everyone in this. Everyone stepped up, it seemed, and made a play at some time or another down the stretch and in the 2 overtimes.
You know, there were no glaring mistakes for a player late in the ball game where he can be a GOAT, but there were some where somebody could be a hero, and that was Salinger.
And the heroes were all over the place for St. Louis. First off, it started with a 15-0 run for Wisconsin Green Bay to open the second half, build a double-figure lead. St. Louis, Wayne, had to play from behind almost the entire second half.
They did.
How did they get back in this kind of game and send it to 2 overtimes?
Well, there were some big plays, emotional plays. About 9 minutes to go in the ball game where they hit a 3 and then they stole the ball and got an easy basket. And their defense picked their offense back up off the floor because it was really flat at that time. And after that, you see the adrenaline start pumping, and they picked up their defensive pressure even more. And then there were a few critical mistakes by Green Bay late in the game, we talked about earlier. You know, it comes down to a game that close, 1 or 2 plays here and 1 or 2 plays there.
Individual performance, we have a lot of them in this game. Willie Reed played big. Cody Ellis, who had trouble outside, got inside and then got everything else going.
This is a young man I really feel happy for because he had a struggle on the Monday night game in the first round. He struggled tonight on the outside in the first half, and then he came alive, and they put him on the block, which I think built his confidence. Then you saw him step outside and hit a couple of jumpers. So maybe we're going to see a different Cody Ellis probably Wednesday night.
He wound up with 14. Willie Reed had 21. We take a look at the shooting. Green Bay red hot early on in the second half. Then they cooled off, and they just couldn't find the outside shot. I mean, and that's their bread and butter. They had some bread, but no butter to put on it down there.
Well, that's true, and St. Louis did a great job of keeping a hand in their face. And I've got to say again, the Cassidy kid to me tonight was a difference in the ball game with his defense and alert play and the way he set the ball up in the first half for him.
And then you see the points in the paint, 10 extra for St. Louis there, primarily because of Reed. And the rebounds, a couple of guys lost with foul trouble for Green Bay in overtime, and then they were just at a disadvantage on the boards, and St. Louis snatched some big boards.
We said early in the ball game that both teams were pretty equal with their opponents all year long. St. Louis ends up winning the rebound battle by 7 rebounds, and in an overtime game, every one of them's critical.
Well, Kwame Mitchell, who's the leading scorer on the season, came up with a huge play, a steal that gave it to Reed, forces overtime, and that was what I liked about this game. Offensive guys making defensive plays and vice versa. Chris Salicic had not hit a shot from outside until he hits the 3 that ices the game and then hit free throws after.
You know, we were talking to the coach early in the game, and I know this afternoon, and he said that they had a big recruiting battle over Kwame Mitchell. Green Bay, St. Louis. St. Louis wins out, and he did. He played an all-around great game tonight. I'm sure they wish they had won that battle.
He wins out, and St. Louis wins out probably because of it. So now the semifinals are set. The Princeton Tigers from the Ivy League will be coming here Wednesday night to take on St. Louis. And in the other semifinal, it's Boston University going up against Virginia Commonwealth. What a great game we had here in 2 overtimes. St. Louis going to the semifinals 68-62 over Green Bay.